Darren Aronofsky has a new film out. I'm sure this is going to be the most lighthearted and fun movie that you will ever see this year. It's directed by Darren Aronofsky and stars Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem. They're a married couple living in a house that Jennifer Lawrence has been spending the better part of a year rebuilding after a tragic fire. Javier Bardem is a writer trying to get his poem written so that he can start to publish it. The house is in the middle of nowhere, so they're very secluded, these two. Until a new couple show up at the house, Jennifer Lawrence doesn't know why they're there. Javier Bardem seems completely smitten by all of these new people's presence, and that's where we delve into the psyche of Jennifer Lawrence, and we get a lot of symbolism and a lot of double meanings as to what this film actually is, which it's something. Now, if you go into a Darren Aronofsky film, you know that you're not going into something that's light and fluffy. It's dark, it's got a lot of deep themes, it's got a lot of symbolism. Movies like Black Swan, Requiem for a Dream, all delve into these dark topics, and really you don't end up leaving the movie super happy. But one thing's for sure with an Aronofsky film, you do leave the theater thinking a lot. You end up thinking about whatever movie that he puts out for quite a long time. Some movies excluded, but for the most part. I've seen a few of the trailers for Mother. It definitely looked like it was going to be an Oscar contender with Jennifer Lawrence in it, with Javier Bardem. After leaving this movie, I was shook. The story is very deep. It has a lot of symbolism in it. You can look at it and see biblical references. You can look at it and see some political influences, climate change, God. It really is open to a lot of interpretation on what the film actually is. And I don't think a lot of people are adequately prepared for what they're going to see with this film. I sure as hell wasn't. There are slow moments that make you really think about what you're watching, and there's some scenes that are so disturbing that it actually got a lot of people to leave the theater when I was watching this movie. I'm not kidding. People left the theater and I saw them outside of the movie theater telling people that they knew were going to see Mother to not go see it. That's how divisive this movie really is. By no means is Mother a bad film. Let's get that straight right away. However, like I said, about 90% of the audience were pretty disgusted leaving this movie. Me personally, I think those moments in the movie and those particular moments are pretty heavy-handed. I don't think they were intended to serve the story. I think it was a lot more just to disturb the audience, which to me is a little cheap. If you're making a story that has a lot of themes and it's very interpretive, you don't want to go for trying to divide your audience because of gross imagery. You want to divide the audience because of the story. Additionally, the camera work didn't really work well for me. A lot of over-the-shoulder shots following Jennifer Lawrence in this film. You're seeing her perspective as she's going more and more insane as the movie progresses. When it would pan between certain points in the movie, it did give me a little bit of a headache. Technically, I don't think it's as well done as it could have been. Some of the VFX shots really didn't look good to me, but you stick around for the performances of Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem, which both do a pretty good job in this film. Albeit, it's completely unbelievable to see these two as a couple. Javier Bardem is basically her father when it comes to the age difference. I just hate that. It's gross. You could easily hire a woman that's of the same age as Javier Bardem, or find a husband that's of the same age of Jennifer Lawrence. I spent all last night thinking about the movie, thinking about the symbolism in the film, and at the end of the day, while I appreciate what they were trying to go for with the film, I just don't think it landed very well. It's not that the movie's bad, it's just that the movie isn't good enough. The movie will be divisive to everybody. Everyone's going to come out of this movie thinking a different way about this than another person would. I just don't think it was worth what you saw in the film to really invite that discussion, and it really doesn't invite mainstream movie fans to really want to delve into it. I'm going to give Mother a 6.5 out of 10. Maybe it's something years down the road I'll revisit again, and maybe I'll have a different viewpoint of what I'm seeing, but at the moment it's just not really hitting me the way that I think the director wanted it to. So guys, what did you think of Mother? Whatever you thought, leave a comment down below. If not, go see it. It's a better horror film. That is for sure. Make sure to subscribe and like this video, share it with a friend that loves movies. Thank you again as always for watching, and I will see you at the next review.